A little garden update on Easter Sunday afternoon. I have spent some time out here because we had an Easter egg hunt here this morning, and it's looking really well. I wanted to share this because this is beyond phenomenal to me. So this stick was a milkweed plant. It looked a lot like that, and it had blooms on it, and it was beautiful. That was 2 or 3 days ago. Today, they're all the leaves are gone, the blooms are gone, but on the underside of my aloe plant and on the ground all around it, I don't see any now, I have monarch, the caterpillars that will be monarchs, which makes me very, very happy. All right, so the garden itself, this is I love Brazilian jasmine, and I have probably 6 or 7 of them in my garden. This one is the oldest, and it's about 5 years old. And he turns to sticks every winter, and he comes back beautifully. Got some white vinca back there. I'm thinking that they may be impatiens or sun patience, so it's an experiment to see how they do with that much sun. This is the Elliott pine tree that I got last year. My bougainvillea, this pink bougainvillea, I was sure was not going to come back from the frost. I was positive. It looked a lot like this and that, but it was crispy. And I am gonna tell you, I was wrong. Look at this. Look how beautiful they are. The other bougainvillea looked okay, but has come out in full bloom. And then if we look down here at the bottom, I replaced all of the coleus that I lost in the frost. Well, maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. It's all along there. The plumbago, looking good. Monstera still needs to be repotted. This is where the rabbit nursery is. So I've seen a baby rabbit under there. I've seen a baby rabbit over there. And I've seen a baby rabbit run into there just a few minutes ago. This is my blueberry bush, which we took out of the ground because this fence is getting ready to get moved. And I am telling you, he is 100% happier in a pot. It is a strange thing. My blanket flower, really the first year that it's taken off, and of course it'll have to be moved with the fence. Here's some more Brazilian jasmine, some zinnias, lantana over here, which has bloomed, the little pink blooms, but it'll keep blooming. My bird of paradise. Back here we have some morning days, like miniature morning glories, some aloe, jewel of Olaf. This used to be the coleus garden. It is no longer. I lost a bunch of it in the frost, but I've replaced a little bit, and some of it's coming back. And then, of course, on the trellis, we've got Brazilian jasmine. This is the shade garden. The polka dot plant seems to be really happy. The bleeding hearts back there will come back in the next 6 weeks or so. It'll start to bloom. I planted some wishbone in there. I cleared out under all of these trees this week because we were having an Easter egg hunt, and it's looking really pretty back there now. I just replaced my rose, which I lost, which was here, and we'll see how that plant does. Here is where the mama bunny has been hanging out. This is my corn plant. And this is where we moved a few of the bushes. These are Sanchazia. They were along that fence, and I thought they were going to die, but they have buds. So I'm hopeful that they're going to come back. My cute little azalea. And in that same garden, I'm going to plant some zinnias, some short zinnias. Here's my bougainvillea that has taken over the jasmine, but I'm okay. They're good neighbors. This garden is where I'll be putting the zinnias, probably the giant zinnias. Right now it's the aloes home. This is my morning glories. First time that I've not planted morning glories from seed. I've gone with this ocean blue, which is native to Florida and perennial. So I went back and I bought another one. Hopefully we're gonna have a whole trellis and blooms all year round. Although it looks like we got a little part of it that's not doing well. I'll have to check that out. I think that might be from the other plant. Huh. I hadn't noticed that before, so I may need to check on something. This is where I plant all my veggies. And this year I'm getting, my son got me a tray full of veggies, so I'm gonna have to shift things around. But right now I just have some sage, one green pepper, some basil, some rosemary, and in this little pot I have a little tomato, but both of these will have to be filled up with veggies. This is another plant that I moved off the fence. It's a jasmine, and I think it's going to be okay, and maybe even be happier in a pretty little pot. We'll see. This is Cuban cilantro, which I almost cut all these ugly sticks off, but if you look close, you'll see why it's a really good thing I didn't, because he's just going to flush out and be beautiful again. This is my potting table, which I just got last year. And here's my oleander, which is in full bloom. This is her second year here, and she's probably doubled in size. Very happy with her. My little plant hospital back there. Some plumbago. I call this a strawberry garden, and it does indeed have a strawberry plant, but it has some kalanchoe that was beautiful before the frost, and I did cover it so it didn't die, but you know, he's fading out now. There's some petunia, some wishbone, some lobelia, of course the bully of the garden, lantana. The sedum is absolutely gorgeous right now. More plumbago. And we've got some hosta with begonias. Some more of the morning glories, the miniature morning glories. Another succulent, I think it's called some kind of rose, but I don't remember right now. This is the croton. I have two crotons, and they both lost every leaf on them in the frost and the wind. Did not look good. He's coming back. Some salvia. And then just one more little collection. So these are Cape daisies, and they just needed a little water. They just got it, so they should be fine. Some coxcomb, and then I've got some of the coxcomb in some of the other pots. Some more kalanchoe that volunteered in there. Some petunias. And this guy who is a blood orange tree that is probably got 10 oranges on him right now. I'll show you one. Last year I got 3, but there's one, there's another one. We've got all different sizes. There's one. And they're still blooming, so those will all probably be oranges as well. There's a couple over here. Let's see, where are you, buddy? There's one. There's one. I'm so excited about the oranges. We'll see how they do. But that's the garden on Easter Sunday.